Good evening, everybody. I'm Jerry Willis. Critics calling today's vote nothing more than an attempt to paint the Republicans as tax hikers. Speaker Pelosi sadly still playing politics with precious little time left in the session. Congressman Randy Neugebauer is a Republican from Texas who sits on the Financial Services Committee, and he joins me live now from Capitol Hill. Welcome, Congressman.
Jerry, thank you. It's good to be on the show again with you.
Yeah, good to see you. And I've got to get you to comment on this vote today because it seems to me we spent a lot of time talking about it on this network and on FNC, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything.
Well, it doesn't. We continue to play politics. We should have passed this tax legislation a long time ago, giving the American people the certainty that they want about what their taxes are going to be in the next few years. And so we take some obscure bill that was passed over in the Senate that has to do with airports and runways, strip out the language in that, and put this tax bill in here just 48 hours after the president has called for bipartisan work on this. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You know, the American people sent a memo on November 2nd. And evidently not everybody's either read that memo or got the memo. Jerry, the American people don't want higher taxes.
Well, you know, the day hasn't been without its amusements. I want you to listen to what John Boehner, future Speaker of the House, had to say about today's festivities.
Trying to catch my breath so I don't refer to this this maneuver going on today as chicken crap, all right? But this is nonsense, all right?
Well, you heard him right. He said chicken crap. Now, you know, you Republicans are saying that the Democrats are trying to make you look bad, but come on. Are you being too sensitive here?
Oh, you know, we're absolutely not trying to make anybody look bad. What we're trying to do is do good things for the American people. And, you know, we're very clear that the American people have said in November we don't want higher taxes. We want more certainty about what the environment's going to be in this country in the coming years so that we can get investment and savings and in capital growing again so we can create jobs. This is really about jobs. And if we want to really, people that are really serious about getting job growth in this country, understand to get that done, we can't take money out of the economy. We have to leave money in the economy.
Well, jobs are certainly important, but this conversation about what to do with the tax cuts today started with Robert Gibbs this morning on a morning show, GMA. Listen to what he had to say. I want to hear your reaction.
The president's principles are clear, and that is that for the middle class, their taxes can't go up at the end of the year when a series of tax cuts expire. His other line in the sand, quite frankly, George, is that many Republicans would like to see the tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires extended permanently. The president clearly has tasked those two individuals to try to find some amount of common ground that exists in the parameters that I just laid out.
Boy, that sure sounded like he was opening the door a little bit to some kind of compromise to extend tax cuts for everybody. Do you agree, A? And B, what are they going to ask for in return?
Well, I think that's the question, and what kind of concerns all of us is that they continue to play politics with this, and this is not a time for politics. I mean, we're down to the last few days here of this year, and the tax increases will go in effect on January 1st. You know, this administration, both at the White House, the House administration, Nancy Pelosi, Harry Reid, they're so dysfunctional and disorganized right now, different ideas, different directions, and it's no wonder why they're not able to get anything done. And, of course, the White House has been sending up a lot of trial balloons over the last 2 or 3 weeks. It looks like they're having a birthday party over there because every day there's a bunch of balloons go up.
Well, look, if this really isn't that funny, because come 22 days from now, if you guys don't do something, we're going to have a great big old tax hike. Let me show you what's at stake here. If you make $50,000 a year, you're going to have almost a $3,000 tax hike. It doesn't matter what tax bracket you're in, you're going to get hit here. Tell me, are you guys going to be able to get it together and get some kind of change in place before the end of the year?
Well, the country's counting on it, and the Republicans are willing and able to do that. But we don't want to. We want to stop this political games that are being played. It's too critical. I mean, what we know is the economy is still weak. We still have a number of people that are out of work, and at a time now where Congress is playing games with the taxpayers, and it's unacceptable. What we can't do, and what my friends across the aisle don't understand, is that what they're talking about is taking very valuable capital and investment out of the marketplace from the people that can help bring more capital to the marketplace create more jobs. And let me tell you, those families that aren't going to have as a nice a Christmas as they've had in the past because one or more of the primary breadwinners in that family are out of work, they're very concerned about what's going on, and they're tired of the political games that are being played up
Right.
here.
We've had enough of those political games. Congressman, thanks for being with us today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jerry.
Well, our national debt is closing in on $14 trillion. And besides tax cuts, if you add in all the entitlement promises like Social Security and Medicare, it's triple that. So where is all the money coming from?